Good morning, class 7, and I hope you guys are doing great and taking care of yourselves fine, healthy, and strong and safe. So, we are back on SST today, and we are on chapter 11 of geography, that's life in the temperate grasslands. So, without wasting time, I'll just go ahead and give an explanation, and you read and do the question answers. Okay. So, if I tell you about the introduction, like the temperate grassland it's the temperate grasslands and its nature, steppes, prairie, pampas, the welds, the food chain pattern, the Jersamil diagram, the destruction of grassland, conservation strategies, conclusions, and it will be done. And after that, we'll go into the life of the deserts. Grasslands cover 1/4 of the Earth's land and can be found on every continent except Antarctica. Okay. So, grasslands occur where it is too wet for deserts but too dry for forests. Grasslands occur there. Can be subdivided into tropical grassland and temperate grassland. Grasslands get about 10 to 24 inches of precipitation per year, although some tropical grasslands get over 40 inches of rain a year. Grasslands are considered the transitional biome. This means they are usually found between deserts and forests. Temperate grasslands are located on the north of the Tropic of Cancer 23.5 degree north and the south of Tropic Cancer 23.5 in the south. The major temperate grasslands includes the welds of Africa, pampas of South America, the steppes of Eurasia, the prairie of North America. Temperate grasslands are hot in the summer and cold in the winter. Okay, so if you go to a map, let's go to your book. If we go to your book, that's 182. You see the map here, North America, the prairies, the grasslands, and they have given about the prairies climatic condition and everything. The veld is there, the flora and fauna, and I'll just tell you about that only, and you can read it through, and you have to read it yourself, And the temperature and precipitation. So what happens, the summer in prairies temperature often rise to more than 100 degree Fahrenheit. No rain for 2 months are common. They adapted well with their slender leaves. Deep root systems, they overcome grassland fires with more vigorous growth with the help of deep roots. They don't catch on fire. Winter, they turn brown in winter and often have a dusting of snow. Temperature plummet well below 0 degree Fahrenheit. Plants use winter snow as insulation, trapping it among leaves and stems. They catch that snow and keep it. So when it melts, it takes in the water. Rain and snow, most of them found in the interior of continents and in rain shadows. So these areas receive 9.8 to 35 inches of rain and snow each year. Most of the precipitation falls in winter and spring. Okay. The soil, the nutrient rich from the growth and decay of deep many branched grass roots. The rotted roots hold the soil together and provide a food source living for plants. The world's most fertile soils underlie the eastern prairies of the US, the pampas of South America, the steppes of Ukraine and Russia. Steppes of Eurasia. Prairies of the North America we have here. The blue stem, the switchgrass, the Indian grass, the burrowing owl, the ferruginous hawk, and the waterfowl. Prairies from a triangular area from Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba. From Manitoba down through the Great Plains of southern Texas and Mexico. On moving from the east to west, the rainfall decreases. Climates are moist towards east, north, and close to the mountains and driest in the central portions, leading to creation of tall grass prairie, the true prairie wetter parts. Mixed grass prairie is the central Great Plains. Short grass prairie is the rain shadow of Rocky Mountains. Okay, so just a second, I'll be back.